Hello, my zesty Pisces. It is Eileen, and thank you so much for stopping by Zesty Tarot. I know it's been a minute. How y'all doing though? Y'all good? So let's get into your reading. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of all Pisces. And the question is going to be, what do you need to know right now? Is there any type of clarifications that is needed? Any energies that you need to be looking out for? What do you need to know at this time? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Pisces. Shuffle. All right. All right, so we have time with courage. All right, sweetheart. Something is calling for your strength. I'm trying to figure out what zodiac sign this is. I want to say it's Scorpio, but I'm not for certain. Let me look. Is it Scorpio? Well, I didn't show you, so hold on. Oh, I'm sorry. It's Libra. Okay, so I'm tripping. How do I not? I don't be paying attention to the actual signs. I only focus on my own. I guess that's just an Aries thing. We don't care about nobody else but our signs. And of course the person that we're dealing with, right? And you would think that I would pay close attention because I love me some Libras. Anyways, courage. And it says with time, it says if you've never experienced the joy of accomplishing more than you can imagine, plant a garden. So the oracle meaning is, have faith in your own abilities and take steps and leaps towards something with confidence. You can do this. And you should. As the energies of time are not only showing positivity, but also little mystical assistance afforded to you. So if you are seeking an answer, it is a positive as long as you act now. Failure to believe or care deeply enough can result in failure, or delay. All right. So this is a test of faith. So this could be pertaining to someone that you deeply care about that is a Libra. This could be Libra in your birth chart, but above all, I see balance. A need for balance. So it's interesting because I look at number 13 and break it down and it becomes 4. and 4s is 11 and 11. Well, 2 and 2. There's a balance there. I'm thinking of the the 4 and 1. Sorry, but yes, I see stability here, and it's needed. So as it said, for some of you that are wondering if you are on the right path or if you should go forward with something, this is definitely saying yes. However, it warns that if you procrastinate too long, it may result in a failure or a delay. Thank you. Okay, I have a sinus infection, so it's crazy nasty right now. All right, so let's get into your reading. Excuse me. Thank you again. If I sneeze one more time, I can feel it, and I'm not trying to. All right. All right, sweet universe. Why is courage here? Excuse me. Goodness. Thank you. Usually people stop after the second one, so if y'all said thank you, I appreciate it. Alright, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs of Pisces. Why is courage here? Oops, one flip, so we're going to keep that. Skill. I have Magician here. So, taking action towards something, which is interesting because we have, you see the sword right there? Perhaps some of you are trying to determine whether or not you should apply for a certain, skill. Or take on a new skill. Maybe you want to go back to school. Magician also deals with Mercury. So maybe you're wanting to connect with someone or communicate something to someone. I'll tell you this much. You better do it now, because on the 28th, we're going to have, we're already feeling the effects. But Mercury is going to be in retrograde again. So you might as well go ahead and get that out the way. Alright, so we have 10 of Cups in reverse. And it says completion. Alright. So, with the 10 of Cups in reverse, technically, there is something that is incomplete. And I'm feeling like I just sneeze again. Come on. Come on out. So I can finish my reading. Okay. And then don't. Anyways. There is something that is incomplete. You feel emotionally incomplete. There is a delay of some sort. Maybe you're missing someone. And you feel as though you won't be complete without this person in your life. Or maybe as a whole, you feel like your life is incomplete without this certain I guess project, or whatever the case may be. Whatever skill is needed, I feel like you feel incomplete without it. We have the 6 of Swords. So the 6 of Swords could pertain to moving from storms to calm waters. This is a transition. Sorry, I'm still battling with my nose. I'm trying to figure out if I'm going to sneeze or not. But anyways, I feel like this is an equal give and take. If this is pertaining to you and someone else, wanting to make amends, kind of move on from something. So if you are dealing with a breakup, and or maybe it was a fight and you were afraid that things weren't going to work out, and you feel incomplete, if you did wrong, if you're the one that stirred up the drama, then you need to go ahead and take that courage, and you need to apologize. Take accountability for your actions. If this is someone else that did wrong to you, don't hover over them to make them apologize. You need to allow the situation to play out the way that it needs to. And Mercury retrogrades are really good for showing you how people are. So if you aren't necessarily getting the feedback or the support that you thought that you were going to get, then there you go. I mean, I can't tell you anything else than that. Just a second, please. Okay. I'm sorry. I had to check my phone real quick. Alright, so yeah, I see with the Six of Swords, there's a reconciliation. Okay. I also see, if this is not pertaining to an argument with someone, maybe you're wanting to get away from someone because, or maybe you just feel incomplete in your current stances. Like, you're not happy with the company that you're at. This is giving you the green lights, going ahead and transition somewhere else. If you're wanting to move somewhere, like a total different city, country, state, whatever the case may be, if that's what you want to do, go on ahead and go. Okay? If you're going to make the decision, do so. Don't go back and forth with it. We have the Ten of Wands in reverse. And it's interesting that it's in reverse because it's saying that when you do decide to make this choice, the burden is going to be lifted off of you. And so, honestly, all it takes is for the thought process and the communication and the passion behind it and the emotion behind it. And some resources, of course. That's what the magician usually means when they say you have everything at your disposal, everything that you could ever want. Because you have an overabundant supply of whatever to make this happen. And so I believe that's what that is saying for you. So whatever this decision is, if it's a romance and you just feel like you cannot move on without this person, then go ahead and apologize. Okay? If you did wrong, take accountability for your actions. If they did wrong, let them come to you. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but some of us need to get out of the habit of trying to demand people to show us validation. Okay? This is one thing that it's funny because my inner child was talking to me one day, and she said, "You know what's funny? It's funny how people are so quick to say, oh, you act like this, or you act like that. You ever thought that maybe they're not acting?" And what's so funny was after my inner child said that, I started seeing people on TikTok and little commercials and things like that making little comments like, no, I think it was TikTok, about how, oh, I'm not acting like anything. I am, So it was, to me, I felt like that was validation. Yeah, common sense, but sometimes we just need that reminder. And I said that because if you got into an argument with someone and they aren't showing you that you are a priority, they're not acting, sweetheart. And if if they do genuinely care about you, give them time to process what they need to. Okay? It's not up to you to decide when somebody is over something. It's just not. But what I do know is whatever action you're going to take, with the 10 of Wands being in reverse, your burdens will be released. No more burdens. And honestly, if this person makes you feel like you're not good enough, you don't need them anyways. Because like I said, you don't need nobody to validate you. You are validation within itself, honey. It is what it is, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have trauma. Alright, so, why did I say it like that? Trauma. Anyways, the Nine of Swords here, that falls along with what I just said, you know. You can do anything that you set your mind to. If anything, allow your trauma to be your guide. You don't want to become your trauma? Let that be your fuel. All of us, or most of us that's watching this video, are empathic. And we have this deep desire to want to help people. Because we experienced some traumatic stuff that we didn't have to go through. We should have never had to go through that, but we did. And so I guess that's just a natural way of wanting to ensure that nobody else has to go through that. I'm not for certain. But, you know. But what I'm seeing here is that your trauma is going to bring out the best in you. So go on ahead and step out of your cocoon and allow this transformation to happen. Or actually, let's take a step back. You need to go on ahead and go through the process to become that dragon or that butterfly, so that you can spread your wings and move on past these traumatic situations that has occurred. But above all, if you're not comfortable somewhere, whether it's financially, wherever you are that makes you feel unsafe, unwanted, unloved, underappreciated, you do not have to be there. You don't have to be there. Okay? So let's go ahead and close your reading out with a final message. What message do you have? Final message for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Wow, that was lovely. Build half of them down here. But luckily, my cards kept them from falling all the way down, I think. Hold on. Okay, put this up here. Just a second here. And make sure I got them all. Yep, okay. So let me go ahead and shuffle again. Yeah, anything that takes away your joy. That's one thing from this generation I can definitely appreciate, is that they are speaking up against the enslavement of one another. Like, you do not have to put up with stuff just because of a status or age or any of that. Nobody has the right to be made to feel like they are worthless, underappreciated, all of that. We don't have time for it. Okay. All right, reassess. So when I see reassess, I believe this is saying to kind of look at your situation and look at it for what it is. Kind of do a double glance at some things that you might have overlooked prior. I'm going to look at the booklet as well. Alright, so we're going to take a look and see what this. I thought I saw it. There you go. Number 62. Okay, so it says, are present conditions in your life leading you in circles and down dead-end roads? Are you working hard to find little satisfaction? Do you feel as though you have lost your way? Your divine energy is calling for you to reassess your direction. Slow down and get clear about your intentions. Are you leaping before you look? What are you doing without consideration? What is taking your time? What is taking your time without fulfilling your heart? Okay, that's what I'm gonna make sure that I didn't stammer, but I did anyways. Okay, so it says the divine not intervention, but invitation says to step back and to decide where you're going and what you're doing and why. Do not drift under the influence of others or your own fears. Check in with yourself, your true self. Where must you pull back and, if necessary, turn around? As a divine being, you are able to create the life that you want. Dun, 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 dun. But you must be mindful of your choices and be faithful to your true path. Courage. Okay? And like it said, now's the time to make that decision. If you're going to do it now, because it's promising a healthy reward in this. And if you do not, unfortunately, you are going to you're going to miss out. There's going to be a missed opportunity. Excuse me, and then you're going to have to wait until the next rotation for the wheel to come back around to make sure that you're ready this time around. From the looks of it, you're not content at all. You've learned this lesson before. Some of you have learned this lesson before, but you're scared. So do it afraid. Okay? So if this reading resonates, go ahead and drop a comment down below. Hit that like button, that subscribe button. Tell your friends about me. But most importantly, dear Pisces, remember this. When life gives you lemons, always keep it zesty. Merry Christmas, everyone. Bye.